Hi everybody, welcome back to another episode of the Ben Taylor podcast. Today we're going to sit down with Lumitec here with Siobhan to talk everything lighting. So nice to see you, Siobhan, and welcome to the podcast.
Pleasure. Thank you, Ben.
So give us some context first. What's Lumitec? What's the mission here? What are you guys about?
Yeah, so Lumitec is an extreme marine environment lighting, LED lighting manufacturer. So we are what you call a bow to stern manufacturer in the marine space, meaning that we create a light for every aspect of the boat, both below and above the waterline. And in my description, I like to say that Lumitec creates light. We don't create lights, the commodity, we create light, the solution. With our products, you're getting an extremely high value product that the goal is to make your life as a boat builder more efficient and as an end user easier to manage.
Yeah, and there's more than you might think to lighting. Because immediately you go, okay, something lights up. It might be bright, it might be dim, it might be a different color. That's kind of no longer the situation. Today, the expectations are quite high from
correct.
What people experience in automotive, in the house, and the functions that they want lights to do on board boats are actually quite difficult to achieve.
That's correct.
So how do you do that?
So that's
what more
why.
is there?
That's why I like to say. That's why I made the reference before about light, especially Lumitec lights, not being a commodity. Yeah. It's no longer about coming in and illuminating a room. It's about giving you a feeling. Yeah. It's about creating an atmosphere. It's about adding value. You mentioned your home, your cars. You go in, we have what we call ambient lighting now. Yeah. Every single Lumitec light, I like to refer to as a smart light. There's a microprocessor built into each light that allows you to do everything that you need to do with that light. So dimming, color change, the ability to set a particular mood. Whether you're a boat operator and you're fishing at night and you just want running lights that are red at the helm and bright white spreader lights, you can do that. But if you're also a party boat, you can have the full color spectrum lights going. You're at dock in the night, you want a warm, white, cool night light running. That's what lighting is about, and that's what marine lighting is about today. It's about helping you maintain that lifestyle no matter where you are, on the boat, in the car, at home.
Yeah, and I suppose it's more the system level thinking. So rather than individual light, okay, the light's on, right, great. It's also thinking about the whole system. How does that happen? If that light's really bright, what are the others doing?
Correct.
To create more of a mood.
That's correct.
Rather than the lights on.
That's correct.
And so thinking about this whole ecosystem, the system of lighting is more where you guys try and hang out rather than, here's a nice green light.
That's correct. That's correct. So it goes beyond the light itself. And that's why you see digital lighting control being such an important part of your lighting solution. So with Lumitec, we have our POCO 4 digital lighting control system that allows you to do those different things that we were talking about.
Right.
So
it's more the behind the scenes system, how they all communicate with each other.
That's correct. That's correct. And having the ability to control multiple lights, multiple zones of lights as you were, at the same time, and have them do very unique and individualized things that suit the purpose that you're wanting it to do at that particular time.
Right, and that can be through an MFD, a tablet, things like this, all these smart devices.
That's
so that
correct.
You don't have to get up
Nope.
off the seat.
Nope.
You could probably be on the dock side and just be like, let's make it
correct. That's
mood.
correct.
Yeah.
So the POCO connects to the MFD either via Ethernet or a NEMA 2000 connection, or you can download the app on your smart device. It doesn't matter if it's Apple or Android or any of your smart devices. You're able to control it, either connection through your Wi-Fi or your Bluetooth connection. And so literally, you're on the dock, you can get the lights started on the boat by the time you get there.
It's done,
Yes.
Which is actually really useful. Because
Yes,
you turn up and you're stumbling around, it's dark.
Exactly.
And you're like, where is everything? Lights on.
Exactly.
And almost immediately at the start of the interview, you talk about the longevity, the reliability, being really specialist in maritime.
Yes.
Can you go into what's so complicated about marine light compared to, lights that we see every day.
Yeah. So it's funny because not everybody understands that the marine environment is probably one of the harshest environments
brutal.
in the world.
Yeah, especially
right?
for technology.
That's correct.
Electricity,
yeah, and electronics, right?
Yeah.
Water, electricity, it doesn't
no,
know,
great
right?
mix. Yeah.
Exactly. So it is one of the hardest and most harshest environments in the world for electronics. And so for us, that means putting an extra level of testing. So I always encourage anyone who's interested in Lumitec to come visit our factory. Because when you do a walkthrough, you get to hear terms like goniophotometer, what's that? Or you see a temperature chamber that takes our lights from 155 degrees Celsius to minus 55 degrees Celsius. Or you see a saltwater chamber that continually splashes salt water on there. Or you'll see us dunking a light that's been running for 30 minutes into ice cold water just so that we can understand what that means.
Just how durable is it? Is it ready for the marine environment? That's what we're testing. Yeah.
That's correct. So we're testing temperature, we're testing the durability of the materials, we're testing the durability of the coating. Sometimes it's just a matter of making sure that the white powder coat that's gone over a stainless steel housing is not dried too much so that it can stand up to an occasional splash. All of our lights are IP67, meaning that they're tested for water intrusion, so they're completely sealed leaving the factory. All the underwater lights are IP68, IP69 rating, meaning that they tested for 6
full
feet
submersion,
and for
24/7.
submersion 24/7.
Yeah.
And we have more and more of that. So the incredible amount of effort that goes behind creating a light for a space like the marine environment, it goes so far beyond.
Yeah, I want to see that. I want to go to the Lumitec
you
place now.
absolutely have to. You know, oftentimes people, I'll as a salesperson, customer will come and say, well, I want a light to whatever, and then I'll go to the engineering team and I'll get, hey, listen, you need to create this, and they go, do you understand what's involved in getting that?
Yeah.
And so it goes incredibly in depth, and it really, it's something that truly, makes Lumitec different. The effort that we put into creating a product that will stand up and last in this environment.
Boat builders must love this. Because, one, okay, the product, the testing, reliability, marine first, wonderful. I believe you also have an approach with boat builders to be, I believe the phrase is thinking about lighting kind of now and during the build or before the build rather than an afterthought of, wouldn't a light be really nice right there?
That's correct.
Start it early and develop it with them.
Well, let me tell you, one of the unique things about Lumitec is our 2-wire lighting system. So most of our lights are 2 or 3 wire lights. And that means whether we're a full color spectrum, a single color, or 2-color, 3-color light, it's over 2 wires. That's because we utilize a technology called PLI, power line instruction, where that microprocessor that's inside the light that I talked about before, that's how we talk to the light over the power line. As a boat builder, what that means is that when you're now, before you even get to the end result, and you're considering a wiring harness, think about running 2 wires across your entire hull rather than 4 or 5 wires if you wanted to do a multicolor light. You're not just adding to efficiency, but you're reducing complexity, you're reducing weight, you're adding value, you're increasing safety because you're running less wires. So the forethought, as you said, that goes into selecting a vendor like Lumitec for your lighting on your boat as an OEM goes way beyond just the light. It's efficiency, it's safety, it's reduced complexity, it's reduced weight on a vessel, which,
and all these things. I'm thinking of a boat builder, one of the production boat builders, maybe 100 models a year, maybe more. You're thinking, okay, if we get this right, then it's a dream.
That's
compared
correct.
to not getting it right.
That's correct.
And correcting it 100 times
That's
every
correct.
year on every
That's
model
correct.
going out. Yeah,
That's
yeah.
correct. And
Yeah.
it works well into the aftermarket as well. Even if you're somebody, you've bought a boat on the aftermarket, you've bought a used boat and that has some halogen lights in there. They only came with 2 wires because all they did was come on and off.
Yeah.
Now I want to upgrade and I want to get an LED light. I want a full color spectrum.
You want a smart light, you want the
How
system.
do I
It
do
still
I
fits.
take
Yeah.
I take everything out and rewire my boat to accommodate
Up and there,
4 or
done it.
5
It's not a good
wires?
idea.
Exactly. Now you have an up-to-date, latest technology LED light with just 2 wires that you can install even in an aftermarket installation.
Okay, and we've got 2 products we want to focus on.
Yep.
So we've got the Seablaze X3.
Yeah.
What is this about?
So Seablaze X3 is our newest iteration of underwater lighting. It is our latest offering, and it's truly, we believe, a light that's going to transform the underwater light market in the marine space.
Why? Come on, tell me.
Well, because for one, the production of this light is unlike anything that we've done before. We're using a proprietary technology we call dry lock. And dry lock really focuses on how the light is sealed from factory in the most efficient way to prevent any kind of water intrusion. Of course, you think an underwater light, it is meant to be under the water. It's going to get really hot because people want it to be the brightest they can be to
They don't like glow
best,
under the water
right,
when they're chilling
best
out at
water
Anchorage.
penetration, that kind of stuff. But all of the things that we talked about, metal, when it heats up, it expands and contracts. Glass will move. You're using a sealant. When those things happen and expands and contracts, the sealant's gonna get a little bit of shift. Any shift and it's under the water, you're going to have the possibility of water intrusion. In electronics, it's gonna fail. With Seablaze X3, we've completely redesigned that process. The glass is now, instead of just sealed, it's locked, factory vacuum locked between 2 pieces of bronze that allows for a greater level of efficiency. So in Lumitec's opinion, this light will be the longest lasting underwater surface mounted light in the marine space.
Wow. And is this a single product or a product line, or are you just using that as a blanket process?
This is just an expansion of our Seablaze, world-renowned Seablaze
Okay, so
underwater line.
It's the next generation,
right? That's going to come to market. That we think is going to completely transform this space. Underwater lights are by far the most popular lights in our repertoire, and there's a lot riding on it. And we, as one of the only manufacturers in the world to offer a 5-year warranty on all of our products, we want to build products that's going to last. So I believe that this light, we today have customers that have underwater lights 10 years, 12 years. We think that Seablaze X3 is going to surpass that and give customers true satisfaction throughout the next decade.
Yeah, and you kind of prove it with your warranty.
Yeah,
you
that's
say
correct.
It's going to last 5 years,
That's
otherwise send it
correct.
back and we'll replace it. Yeah.
That's correct. That's
And
correct.
so the Poco 3.
Yep.
Poco 3?
Poco 4.
Poco?
Poco 4.
Poco 4.
Poco 4.
Poco 4. Come on, right.
I know.
Poco 4, what's this about?
So Poco 4 is our digital lighting control system that allows you to control all of the lights digitally through that smart device like we were talking before. The flexibility to have lighting be a part of a solution on a boat rather than just a function product. So Poco 4, our newest iteration, Poco 4, what that does, it goes beyond the digitization, but it gives you things like sound to light technology. So the ability for your light to react to music on the boat. That's something that's unique to Poco 4. And it's not just you know,
Yeah, it's not
the
just party
dance.
music, like
Exactly,
heavy beats and stuff
exactly.
like that.
You
Yeah,
can
yeah.
do a jazz, a nice smooth
Yeah,
jazz
yeah.
theme where the music will sync with what you're looking
And
for.
then what's it doing? Is it changing the mood? And
Yeah,
say
no,
if it's
exactly.
like soft
So,
jazz, it's setting that
yeah,
mood?
so
Or is it
Poco
just like the
4
pulse of the
actually
music or what?
connects into the head audio unit on your
Okay.
boat, and it listens to the
Yeah, yeah.
music that you have there, and
Yeah.
it allows to adjust your lighting using AI technology to help set the mood that you're looking for.
Oh, right, clever,
so
cool.
if you're looking for
Yeah.
jazz and you want
Yeah.
that smooth listening,
kind of just do it
then
for you. You don't need to be a lighting expert, it'll just do
Exactly,
it. Yeah,
the
yeah.
lights will follow through on that.
Yeah.
Poco 4 also increases our functionality for integration. So we now have the NEMA
I was gonna say NEMA
2000
2000 integration
connection.
is universal.
We also have an Ethernet connection on there, CAN-based integration for those boat builders that are using CAN. So it's just the newest iteration in Lumitec's version of digital lighting control.
Okay, super. And I suppose we've covered a lot of aspects of Lumitec
Sure.
and the brand. What's in the workings? What's the vision looking forward? Where's the kind of big focus for the next few years?
I think, you know, Lumitec spends a lot of time trying to differentiate ourselves, right?
When you have to, otherwise
we
people
do.
just go, "Oh,
That's
yeah,
correct,
you make
that's
lights."
Correct. That's
Yeah.
right. And
Yeah.
they think of it, it's a light, it's a
Yeah.
light. We're not creating lights, we're creating light. That's what we focus on. We focus on putting in the work to make the best product available for customers, both on the OEM and the aftermarket side. How do I, as a builder, as a manufacturer, but also as a boater, what am I doing to make your life easier, to add value? You know, you go out and you see boats, and there are boats at every price point. And what makes somebody choose this boat over this boat? What makes somebody choose an Axopar over something else that's
Interestingly, I
available?
would say it's usually a feeling.
That's correct.
And so when you talk about mood lighting and all this advanced stuff, it's not because the colour's blue and it's nice and bright. It's because it matches
That's
the
correct.
music in the
That's
background.
correct.
It's the ambiance.
Or I feel like I'm getting true value for the money that I'm paying.
Yeah, especially from the boat builder
That's
perspective.
correct. That's correct. And so I get in there, and I get into this boat, and it makes me feel like I'm at home. I can set the same expectations. I can have the same efficiency or feeling that I want, and that's where I think Lumitec differentiates itself. Everything is done under one house. Manufacturing, our engineers, sales, you know, everything is there. I tell customers all the time, if you guys call me and tell me something's going wrong with that light, I got to get up from my desk and walk about 50 feet and go to the engineer that designed that light and say, hey, what's happening here?
Yeah.
And so those are the things that I think that Lumitec continues to focus on. We continue to be a value manufacturer that pays attention to quality and providing you with the best product that's available.
Super.
In the
Siobhan, thank you
LED
for coming on the
space.
podcast.
Oh,
Thank you for your insights.
I
A real
appreciate
pleasure.
it. Thank
Yeah,
you so
thanks.
much.
Everybody, if you enjoy content like this, make sure you're following here to see plenty more of it. All being well, we'll see you again next time. Bye for now.
Thank you.